Flat Earth British, Martin Litka speaking. Hiya guys, happy whatever it is. Happy New Year's Eve thing, okay? That's what this is. This is Flat Earth British. New Year's Eve thing, the last day of 2019, okay, which has been on Flat Earth, the great Flat Earth British think tank. One incredible year. I'm sure you'll all agree with that, yeah? Yeah. Well, 2020 vision is upon us, guys, and it's popular. Everyone is very excited. You get a little butterfly feeling in your stomach. Any of you getting all that? It's exciting. What will be revealed next year, and with everything else that's going on, it's going to be very exciting. So, yeah, like I said in my last vlog, guys, if you are, watching or taking part in the Great Flat Earth British think tank, you're all going to be in for great treats. Okay, next year, Flat Earth British is going to be out there doing all the things I said that I would do and set my intent to do, which is take this to a wider audience, get my message or our message heard, okay, freeing the minds of the sheeple, because they're not well with it all. You should see it out there. Everyone where I live is like on stark raving fucking nuts, as in violent, screaming, just weird, because of all the alcohol and drugs intake they've been having over Christmas. Okay, wait till the new year. If you're fucking murdering one another. It's always the same. Just watch it all go down. I sit back, watch it all existentially, seeing it for what it really is. Okay, I mean all of it, and just not even bothering, not even just no emotional attachment to it. I can see what it is, guys. And like, what exactly is New Year? What there's different New Years in China or Russia or wherever you are. And then they added 2 months to the calendar, so that shifts everything. The farmers don't go on that New Year, and everything else in the solstice, and everything's off, isn't it? You don't really know. It's just a Phoenician introduced date, isn't it? More capitalism. That's why the buses are cheap. Actually, they're so cheap they're free in Cardiff, to take you off to city centre to watch a load of fireworks go off, but you can spend a fuckloads of money on booze, which would be loads of it. Oh, it's Cardiff. Okay, one thing Cardiff does is booze in an epic scale. So that's the thing. It's just not mine, but just be careful, okay, with the Phoenician mindset, the back and side mindset, okay? To me, okay, spirit, if you take it to a certain level, will leave you open to spirit, okay? And that means dark ones too, okay? As well as light, if you're in good company, everything else, we know where that goes. Sweet. But there is another side to it, isn't there? Okay, just saying, that's just me. Okay, I'm doing it from love and intent. I'm saying, that's all. Anyway, we're moving on. So, happy new piss up. Each your own. I love a pint of Guinness myself, but what I've seen it do, this stuff in my life, it's just the worst drug of all. Anyway. Peace and love to you all. I hope I haven't put you off your drink. Drink up. Okay. Information. What we're going to look at is something that doesn't fit. It's something really strange. Again. Okay. And let's see if we can see it through Flat Earth British eyes. Okay. Before we go into 2020. My last post of 2019. Or so they say. And next year it'll be 2020 vision. But that will be a thing. Okay. But it'll be 2020 or so they say. As in a year. Okay. But we will see clearly. Okay, we will wake many sheeple. We'll wake. Okay, this is decreed. So shall it be. Anyway, next year is going to be epic, guys. You should be very fucking excited. Okay, you should have little butterflies in your belly, knowing, anticipating what is about to come. Okay, which is going to be very fucking epic, people. Okay, we're going to look into the expositions of Paris, the earliest ones, guys, and then we're going to wonder how they're building all the most unbelievable shit in the world, okay, which we're going to look at, and at the same time having an apocalyptic war where the entire city looks like a nuclear bombs, if they were a thing, have hit it, okay, I mean destroyed, okay, with pretty what looks like archaic armament. Yet I've got another photographic collection which shows you years before in an exposition they got high technology, which doesn't come apparently when they have a giant Franco-Prussian War of 1871. Whatever, nothing fits. The only way you can explain it is if they're giving us two histories, or timelines are overlapping. Okay, because everything is off. Again, the same way it is with San Francisco, which provoked a lot of thought when you've seen all of those arrivals coming off the ferry terminal. What if that ferry terminal was some kind of portal? That ferry terminal in San Francisco was relatively unaffected by the earthquake, and it's the first building to have scaffolding up around it to make sure that's preserved or what have you from a crack, apparently. Yeah, the rest of the city is gone. But anyway, I've got a lot of people thinking, a lot of questions about San Francisco. If you don't know what I'm talking about, have a look at my second 2 videos back. And it is really, really, really spooky, as this is. Okay, you're wondering, you scratch your head and you're wondering how this is even possible. Okay, even in the official narratives, it's insane, because they're building all of this stuff at the same time as the official narrative says that they're eating cats and dogs and rats because there's no food in the city because of the communards holding everything else with the Franco-Prussian War. So have a look at that. And Middle Ages weirdness and loads of things besides. And I'm going to rush through because it's New Year's Eve and do some stuff. Not that I do anything, I just catch up with you guys. And hang out. Tartaria, Tartaria. Okay. Now, people are losing their shit. Okay. Yesterday, only yesterday, I got like attacked in the streets. Yeah, it was only common assault, but I had to get the feds in and stuff. I'll explain all that along the way. It's not safe out there, okay? And when you're outside the matrix, okay, people get a bit alarmed for some reason, and it is very much akin, if it was a thing, to demonic possession, as in people have no reason, completely batshit crazy, eyes rolling like this, and evil, and seem demonically possessed. It's like almost as if, you know, I feel like I'm walking, you know, when these things are happening, it's just like evil spirits just jump in random people like the agents on the film The Matrix and start coming at you. Honestly, this happens a lot, okay? Now, I don't think it's just because of the way I look. Like, I don't look like anyone else where I live. I think it's more, I think it's a vibrational thing, you know? It's really strange guys. Tell me how many of you have experienced random attacks from evil people. Okay. Well, that happens. I'm having a strange, very strange existence. Anyway, onward juice. Please subscribe to all Flat Earth British channels. We got a few back. I'll explain it all now. And peace and love before we get underway. Okay. Oh. I want to say special big thank yous to my friends. You know who you all are, guys. There's just so many of you, thousands of you still missing from Great Flat Earth British think tank. I find that heartbreaking, but they find their way back gradually. I'm hit 9,000 subscribers. Okay, a lot of you are arriving for the first time. Okay, but there's a lot of people out there, guys, that have been doing, you're here on this ride for years. It's been just incredible. Information. So special thanks to my friends, all of you. Okay, big universal to all of you peeps who post. So it's Lee, okay, Lee Flat Earth British sub. Okay, thanks my brother. Could never have done any of this without you. Okay, you are just so essential to the whole thing. Okay, just very special. Okay, and all of you, Mel, who's just helped me so much in the last year. I can't even fucking believe it. She threads me out. God bless you too, and all of you. Not God bless, because I'd be blessing, wouldn't I? And I wouldn't do that. So, just love. Okay. Wow. Fireworks are just popping off outside. I better get on before they all start going fucking nuts with their fireworks and banging saucepans and stuff. Wishing Happy New Year. Okay. They don't even know what year it is. It's weird. It's all weird. Anyway. Whatever in the Phoenician Matrix. Okay. This will be hard to explain though. Sorry about that. And, weird time. Mercury's not in retrograde again, is it, guys? Anyway. I got my channel back. It appeared last week miraculously, but it may have been there a week before, all I know. YouTube recommended me my own channel. It's like, oh, am I back? Oh, cool, shit. I've got another channel here as well, but there's only 3 videos on it, but there are quite good videos, like the greatest secret never told, on this one here, with 2,600 subscribers. So if Martin Leaker, the other one, great Flat Earth British think tank, okay, or Flat Earth British think tank channel, okay. Loads on that for you to enjoy anyway, and some NASA stuff and all sorts. Knock yourself out. It's not a brilliant channel. It was my backup, just, you know, when I got copyrighted or when I got banned from YouTube, which happened all the time. I ended up here, which worked out fine. So, expositions. So, this is the Palais de Tracadero, or Tracadero. Trocadero, I don't know, I'm shit with French, in Paris, built for the 1878 World's Fair, okay, around 1867, okay, so does that mean it was built around 1867? Well, I guess so. So it was standing there in 1867. 4 years later, the entire city gets destroyed in this, according to this, and exactly the same as San Francisco, exactly the same as Boston, which also gets destroyed in 1871. Isn't that a coincidence? We'll have a look at that in a moment. And exactly the same as San Francisco, almost the same time span, 9 years or so. They got an entire exposition that looks out of this world. Okay? It's full-on Phoenician architecture. That looks a little bit, always the Twin Towers, but it looks a little bit like the Albert Hall, which is definitely not built by Prince Albert and is a Phoenician building. All of these old theatres are. Yeah, there it is. And at this stage, because it's a painting and we can trust paintings, they're real, okay? Even though we know from the, you know, if you're using the book 1984 for a guide, you know, all artworks, all literature, even the maps, everything is being messed around with to keep their agenda going. So there's no great big mast or the Eiffel Tower, which is definitely a technology. I can see that thing zapping. I don't know. It's a propellered flight. And this has been talked about loads on UAP's Epic channel. The Apollo-y Babylonian goddess thing, maybe you don't know, standing on Fort Wood, which was in apparently New York Harbor. No, it's got a bit closer to New Jersey. Anyway, it's there and it's older, we think. Okay, we think the photographs are completely fudged, like this one here. There are a few of them. There was one in Gustav Eiffel. I suppose they shipped this one over to America, and there was one going up in Central Park, a little one, and another one in Paris. There's one in Paris too, a Statue of Liberty. Okay. So Lee done a post yesterday, but it disappeared. I don't know if it's not there. It's just me being, you know, can't find it. Morse code. Morse code is Norse code, and the Norse, or the Vikings, so-called Vikings, Phoenicians, had Morse, and they're communicating with Morse. I found that very intriguing. Of course, they never invented Morse when they said they did. And there's something else going on with Morse as well. Something else, definitely. Okay, so some big weird ass Phoenician vase. I guess that's a fontage for baptismage. And pot to keep your blim in, I suspect. Same as they are now. I'm just checking out what they are. Don't know. Like them little things for you carrying your shotgun cartridges. And chuggy janging out. Sort of, not really. Oh, a triple-headed deity. Oh, is this Hindu? Not really. More Tau. I got the elephant. Is the elephant's trunk up for luck? Yep. Oh. Looks more Australian Aboriginal. And Felician Chile, that one. So these were all in the Great Exposition of Paris, and they still exist today. And that's what people were looking at, apparently. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little touch. So, but it is the Phoenicians. So they introduce a new world. They destroy the old, reset the place, and they bring in technologies. We're going to look a little bit about balloons, because these were more. They were the mode of transport, steampunky, and they had massive amounts of people on them. I mean, thousands of people on air balloons. Did they tell you about that? No. But it is there, because I'll show you. Oh. A globe. So, and there is inside Crystal Palace, like the one in London, which has full-size oak trees. I think that the thing was there so long that the oak trees actually grew in there, rather than they built an entire structure around oak trees, is what my mind thinks, from the old world. And all of the literature and all of your photographs are fudged. Check these out. And this is the Russian exhibit. Okay. 1845 to 1908 it stood. Why is it not still there, guys? Full on antiquity. I love it. I love it. Is this all below ground level? Yeah, why would they do that? Staircases and all basements. And the grandeur. Why so big? Why would they build it so big? For the Phoenicians over the doors, huge doors, columns. Monumental conical colloque, Eugene facade, and that's in just one of their places, but built for giants. Seems crazy. You don't need to build that big, it's just nuts. And the opening of the Statue of Liberty, apparently, okay. But you'd think, because in this stage photographs have been around a little while, they'd have loads and loads of photographs. UAP could only find a couple of colour. Like the photographic record for this thing is early days, is really, really sketchy, guys. Okay, now let's have a little look in one of their expositions and see what kind of cool shit they had. This is 1867, so 4 years after this. From what you can see from the photographic record, Paris is destroyed. I mean, like San Francisco is destroyed, the same sort of level. It is weird. You see the army are there, you know, this communards, and you know, if you know the official narrative, but the cannons are facing into the city. And what are these huge stadiums, guys? They look like the stadiums of today. For 1867. So they can build all this, apparently. I was looking into some boilers for some of the ships of this era, prompted by UAP's recent post on ships, and oh, they're just mind-blowing. The engineering in them, you think, what is the machinery? You know, where are they founding this stuff to do such unbelievable you know, iron bridges, thousands and thousands of miles of steel for train tracks, and these lighthouses. What about these underneath? They look electrical, don't they? I know what they say for the official narratives, for, you know, for prismatics, etc., for getting over distance, but I think they're free energy run. And Antiquitech. Portable Antiquitech. Could be on top of a fontage cover. Okay. Some lady in my comments said the Romans are the Romans and not the Phoenicians. But we got, you know, check my resources in my Flat Earth British Info website, and there's a whole plethora of books which will pinpoint what has happened. Okay. Now, all of the stuff you attribute to Rome existed before Rome anyway, didn't it? 'Cause you've got the Etruscans, haven't you? And, you know, Romulus and Remus who go off, get suckled by a wolf and found Rome. What a crock of friggin' shit that sounds. Okay, so look at this for piston power, eh? So they got pistons to that extent, 1867. So they're building the Great Eastern, laying the transatlantic cables, they say. Because that's all it's good for, the biggest ship ever built. They're far more advanced than they're telling us, guys. You know, this is supposed to be the Kutisaki era. Oh, let's have a look at these artworks. Is that the Rodin's The Kiss? No, I don't think so. Flawless art, yes again. He's passed out. Maybe it's just his breath. Let's have a look. Oh, could this be what I was just on? Oh no, he's having raw goat's milk. Is that a thing, guys? Oh, I love looking in museums. Of all this time ago, 1867. Some grotto. Afraid I can't state anything on that. Gardens, very beautiful. Oh, it's outside that stadium. So 1867, they got all this going on. Oh, controller door archage. The small domes. I just feel that thing goes deeper. Don't even look. Weathered to you? Maybe. But yeah, if you got your Phoenician controllers over the door, walking you in. Endless bunco booths. Look at that main bunco booth. Bandstands, bunco booths. They were more. I just know it, I feel it. They're just too... This is a bandstand. That is a bunco booth. It's got like heat sinks on the outside. These are tech. And they're not just for advertising. Advertising wasn't a big thing back then, guys. 1867, you have advertising, but not like today. Corporate crazy, were they? Okay, some fucker. Excuse my language. Oh my days. Okay, Fred Krupp. Oh, it's the Krupp Steelworks. It's German. Howitzer 1867 from Berlin. Shit. Size of them shells. 1867. They were primed to have a massive war 50 years before the Great War. What damage you could do with them. 1867, they're telling us everything's still canon really, guys, but these are existing. You see what I mean? There's Big Berthas in San Francisco, in the Chicago expositions, and they are absolutely massive. Okay, religious reliquist stuff. Oh, are they dummies? They are. He looks lifelike. Are they human? Oh, I think they might be human. Just might be me. Okay. They for sale. Yeah, got tags on them. Prices by the look of them. Okay. Rue de Belgium. More classical artage. And the Phoenicians and their wonderful waterfalls. Their wonderful, invigorating Phoenician technology. Which I feel is more. I feel it's part of the whole mechanism that keeps consciousness down. Keeps people not waking up to their true purpose in this place. And being, you know, the whole thing. We were much, much bigger. We were higher consciousness. We were beyond words, really. I don't doubt we even needed them. So this is inside. Let's have a look. Any free energy stuff? Steam. 1867. 30 years after Stephenson's rocket or so. Horse and cart. Lighthouse. Is that electric? Wow, this place is stunning. So that was what's inside that circular thing. That's just in the eye bit. Oh dear. Well, we know this anyway. You get this. If you look at Frankenstein, it was written in by apparently Mary Shelley, which is probably Byron, in 1812, and it's full of this tech. You know, they got this tech in 1812. You know, like big Tesla coils, zap, collecting energy, electricity through a tower to reanimate the dead. Yeah. Watched a film this morning with my son called What Things May Come, an old black and white film from the 30s with John Gielgud. Shit, I was like mouth open all the way through. It was really, really good. It was reset. They went through the full thing and it went full circle. Basically, the Phoenicians had the control in the beginning, they went full cycle, and they were there at the end. And what the obsession was after Armageddon, and all the people got this wandering plague, half the world's population's been killed, 50 years of war later, nobody knows what went on before, and they are obsessed with what's outside of this war, this desolation. There's more worlds out there we know nothing of, like we're doing now. Yeah. And then this airship, like from like what it's like alien to them, arrives, and it's an advanced culture, human, but they're from outside, which was outside of Britain. So everywhere else, or they say, but they don't even state actually, they just say from outside. It's really, really stunning, thought-provoking film. Take a look. It's probably on YouTube. 1867. Okay, they probably had electric ships. Well, they do. We know they had all this antiquity right the way through. You know, just showing evidence to people who do not know by now about the armament. It's always a big issue. Cannonballs. Is it down to just the armament or the ammunition? Because a combustive wave of a cannonball is not going to do too much to what I'm going to show you now with the Paris insurrection. So all this is built, okay, and in 4 years it's going to be completely destroyed, but it still stands. They miss it. It's selective then, because it's all still standing after. And then they got a next exposition then for the 1906 one. Okay, these Americans. Okay, so the Americans got a mosque, guys. It's cool. So mosquage for the Americans. Is that in the same exposition? It is. Beard. There you go. Any more secrets? Is that nesting technology, or is it just a stand? Stand. Maybe. Capstans for ships. Wow, this stuff is awesome. What are these? Little stupas. Twin towers with slits in them. That's for sound. That's for sound. What else would they do? They just look like they're for sound. Like whistles. Wow. And they want us to believe that we were poor and had crap all in the past. Dodging buckets of piss chucked out of the window. Yet they're producing all of this. And all the steel. And all the glass. And all the seats. Christ, I wonder what happened in there, guys. Look at the scale. Right. Shh. He's whispering to her, and she's going, shh. Secrets. So, she's having a little think, watching things. Nice artworks. Lush. Oh, let's have a little more stuff they got a minute, guys, and I'll move on to the interaction. You can have these links. All will be linked up. Please share this out, guys. Let's get some peeps over for New Year's Eve. People haven't gone out. The guys, our friends, from wherever they are on this plane. Is that a Tesla tower? Or is there a water tower? Not no water tower. So like in Novigrad Exposition, a really early one in Russia, and like in plenty of them actually. You get these big towers. What's in there? And these little substations with these slits again. Interesting. And then umbrellas. Is there ash in the air? Is there ash coming down in the air? Is this why they're all wearing umbrellas? I think something that is overlooked in this as well. I was thinking about it quite a bit actually. It's not something you can dispute as not a reality either. It's gas. In this film, they used sleeping gas over a population. Things may come and invade it when everyone was asleep. They woke up and they took it over. It was just incredible. And it was just... Oh, they had the bad gas. You know, like mustard gas. Let's hope she's not blindfolded. No. So... in resets, or what I'm suggesting, is you see like vanilla skies, you see a lot of umbrellas. Is it dust? Is it feasible that you could get rid of an entire population, leave all the structures completely intact, and remove them? Like in San Francisco, guys, there should be dead dogs, there should be the 4,000 in the official narrative hanging around, people clean, tidy, they don't seem alarmed, they're not even looking at the destruction. If you're walking through an apocalyptic scenario like I'm going to show you in a minute, your mind would be blown. You would never get over it, guys. You know, all of this, you know, civilization blown to smithereens. It just makes no sense, guys. It doesn't fit with what we know about people. People are affected by stuff like this. War zones, etc. PDST. So that's the end of that good. Okay, and we're moving on. Now, the interaction is in 1871, so 4 years after I just showed you all that cool stuff. The entire city gets splattered, but all the buildings along the Thames, the Seine, etc., all seem pretty much intact. I don't know what that tower is, so they say 6 to 12,000, something like that, rounds fell on Paris by the Prussians and used the communards, and an entire population is missing from all of these photographs. And what it appears to be is the taking out of a civilization. 1871 insurrection of Paris. And very telling, guys, these. Very telling. Look at these stones. Who cleared the streets? Put all the stones neatly. I bet that took some time, guys, and made it a retainer. So, cannonballs, they say, and I'll show you the cannons in a minute. And you know, they're not even using automatic rifle at this stage. 1867, the Winchester hasn't arrived. The first rifle with, you know, a spiral in it arrives 1864 with a Springfield rifle in the American Civil War. They haven't even got rifling apparently yet. But we've seen the howitzers they had in their expositions only 4 years before. They could have turned them. So there's ghosts, there's people in the buildings. Just like crews, the population generally, you'd think there'd be thousands. But like I said, guys, they're building all this stuff. A little while later during this, they're eating cats and dogs. They can't get supplies in. Entire buildings are missing. And they have like these huge barricades on streets for street battles, etc., with apparently Prussians. You don't get to see that in photographs, really. You just get to see like just lined up people shooting at street fuck all. Okay, they blocked up the windows, is it? No, it's all gutted inside. So how did they do that with cannon? It came in through the roof and burnt it down. Cannonball. Yeah, cluster mines, incendiaries from above. This is incendiaries. If it has to be, then I'm saying in the official record. What kind of battle was this? It's like First World War. Double fasces. And all of the bullets that have hit this and pinged off. Ping, ping. Missed that though. On this Roman arch. Phoenician arch. with no inscription. But the studs are there that would have held an inscription plate in place. Okay, let's investigate some more, peeps. One bloke. Maybe some ghosts here. So, it's pretty bad destruction, guys. You want to see the Champs-Élysées. The Champs-Élysées was wrecked, cleared. They chopped all the trees down for firewood. Yet they're there a year or two later. The official record, if you read it, fits with nothing you see in a photographic record. They need to cross-reference and get their shit right, because they ain't getting it right. But I don't suppose they would expect many people to investigate as much. So when the floor was in here, they had two big drums. I don't even know. Is there a weapon? And structure intact, all the wood and interior gone. Is that like San Francisco? What about that? Oh, that's synonymous with a huge blast wave coming in from this direction. It's not a mine. It's not a shell, because there's no crater. So something big exploded over here, or here then, and shattered it. That's one massive combustive wave, guys. They have to be using them big howitzers, depressions, I mean, from a Krupp steelwork. Incendiary attack. So we got a lot of charred bodies, I suspect. Okay, what else we got? Still smouldering. Heat enough to do that. Heat enough to turn everything to dust and rubble from a building. How does it do that, guys? How does a building like just reduce to small fragments? You can see this thing's massive stone. Don't know. Still smouldering anyway, so it's not long after. Let's have a look here. Bastille. Obviously not the Bastille. Bungo booths, public toilet. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to try and catch these people who make these photographs out with a green screen, is what I've been thinking. In the background, adding streets. Okay, that's taken its roof off and it's been gutted. So all of their main civic buildings, I don't know what happened to the Louvre, have been taken out. And they're looking down here, these guys here. And what are they looking at? A huge hole in the world. And a very old wall, which has taken artillery or whatever weapon have done this. What are they using? Howitzers, gotta be, or direct energy weapons to turn stone to dust and pebbles, which we keep seeing. Right, this is good. Concorde. Wow, Phoenicians again. Imagine when all these things were active, playing wide after the takeover. Invigorating, energized, spiraled water, vortexed water. There's another one over there. And they all look like Buckingham Palace. They're all based on the theme of Solomon's Temple and Cleopatra's Needle, which is some weird Isaacs phallic thing going on. And Rotterdam. Now, this is 1871, so this has been up a couple of years. I think 1867 this went up. We feel it is burnt down because of it, because it's an antiquitech device and not just ornamental on Notre Dame Cathedral. But the Phoenicians are about to Phoeniciify it. Okay, got an apiary planned and a domed roof and all their other Phoenician faiths. Okay. Oh, pain up my eye. None of them have got guns, have they? Really unusual scene for such destination. No, nothing Mad Maxy going on. Everyone seems fine. Pavilion. So as you can see, 1867, the world has got it going on, but it's getting destroyed. Is that the Hotel de Ville? No? Pavilion de Trône? Which is also wrecked, but look at it. 5 to 9. Faceless Night. Republic of France. Oh. I'm going to flick through these rather quicker, guys, because I know I realise I have to get on. It's New Year's Eve-age. So they say 2020 is tomorrow. They were shooting at that. Missed. Very, very curious photographs, and no people. The population is very sparse. You don't see any children. Most you see are top hatters or military folk. Whoa, that made me fucking jump. Look, what could do that, guys? Isn't that amazing? Ministry of Finances. On the route to Luxembourg. Ooh. Anyway, it's gone. There it is, gone. And more soldiers come to protect the city and its population, which are all done by the river because the city's just gone nuked or whatever. Gone. Civic buildings. Look at that. And where that goes, down to the catacombs. Out in a muddy field. He's appointed to watch it. He's not got a gun, because that's important to them. Weird. Just weird, all of it. Okay. So that's the star footage. But like I said, let's move on. I'm going to link this to you. I just want to see these guys with the cannonballs. Okay, a few peeps around. Look at the size of that. Domes and the antiquity portals. Let's check this building in a minute, guys. Faceless Night. Empty Night again. Empty Night again. Which is just satanic and evil. Yeah, loads of anonymous. Fuck! I knew I still got to get on. I knew they was going to start fireworking. Fuckers. Okay, and this is fortifications. Let's move on. Just everything's just rubble. Just believable war. I'll go back the other way. Might be, mightn't I? No, I'm not. Okay, sorry, watch your eyes, guys. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. Don't want to alarm you. Any viewers. In any way. So. I spy with my... No, I won't say that, because people might say there's something Illuminati related, because I've said a little eye. I spy with my stone eye. Anyway, that'll do. Something beginning with C. And it's the Champs-Élysées, and it's looking fucked. Okay. In fact, they show you the Arc de Triomphe now, and it's mash up munition with version sort of thing going on. Okay, let's scroll through because I don't want to look at endless pictures that have a station. Although they are quite telling. Is that a bunko booth? Oh, it's got like a chimney on it with a thing on there. It's quite high up. Ooh. Don't know. Let's move on because I don't want to spend too much time on these because I've got quite a bit to get through, as I said. Ooh. But that's a bloody brilliant vantage point, but it still took some bullets. Well, wicked little water wheel. Right then. Okay, we got some more population, but not too much. No throngs of people, ever. That's got work on it straight away. So look at this thing. 25 to 9. Okay. She's a beaut, and she survived. Okay. That was in Australia, don't fall off. Okay. Guess that was the exoskeleton of some sort of dome, maybe. Or it's an aerial. I'll see you, Hermes. Oh, he does go on. Yeah, I know. Every vlog he says Phoenicians 500 fucking times. Yeah, I know I do. Yeah. Calling you mothers out, man. Look at this. For a wall. Mud flood? Who knows? Okay. Okay. We move on. Now, there's one year I can give you, but it just gives you an idea of the level of previous civilization. He's 1830 to 1879. The Hotel de Ville was in Paris. So it was there during the insurrection. Okay, and this is it in the past. Apparently, in, I don't know, 1700s maybe. In I-617. Okay. Okay. And they have a huge bonfire. Giantage happening, yes. The giants are seen to the fire. Maybe. Just big people. Okay. I don't like the look of them. They look gallowy. Gallowy. So. And then you get this, and it's the most unbelievable building you ever see. It's mud flooded tributations, massive doors for giants, and look at this, guys. And when you get inside, they got the best staircase you've ever seen, and all water features, and but like the thing gets nuked. This is it, nice. Okay, this is it. Whatever time that is. They seem to be really lazy, don't they, the Phoenicians? They're always like lazing around, just nosing, not doing anything. Ooh. Ooh, that should be there, should it? I wonder what they do. Oh, we don't know. Holy shit. Even if they are collecting, you know, if they're not like a lightning conductor, because you need one copper strip. These are 2, 3 there. And even the lightning conductor catch a charge. And then down into them, down into them. Whoa, this is so cool. Okay, Antiquitech, Kuching. So, Hotel de Ville, of course it had bloody Antiquitech. It had Technasmia. It's got things just screaming it. But it looks like the Munster's house, so. Twin Towers, the one in the middle. Ever higher. Oh, look at that one. Portals. Ever higher, ever higher. Cherbanuskis. Ooh. Oh dear. It's only nearly 4 o'clock. Love the way they present time laying around, all bossy like. Look at that though, HD for that quality for that era, guys. Quite something, I think. Still a massive absence of people for such a structure. You mean there must be like 500 rooms in this. You never see any people around there. All these hotels, well, they just for arrivals. This is it after the insurrection, and it's completely gutted. Tech taken out. Clock's gone. Some event to do that. From that to that. From that Full of Antiquitech, and that Antiquitech tower. Let's see if it's still there. No, the Antiquitech tower's gone. Completely gone. Completely gone. Isn't that interesting? Thing with stone. Look at the size of these structures though, guys. They're going a lot lower there. Put the fence up in time. Everything else looks intact outside though, doesn't it? Yet that. I don't know. Just unbelievable. And this is inside. And the plaster's come off, revealing big stones. Beautiful, ornate columns with Corinthian tops. Everything's alright outside there. Just this building in a Hotel de Ville. There's a mud flood window there, lower level. A lot of metal going on. I wonder what all the metal was about. Stone has gone into that. So old. Victorian, my ass. Tatarian. Well. So, yeah, from beauty to rubble. Getting rid of what looks like Rome. Because it is. Venetians. And that is inside. These are chandeliers that have crashed down. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of metal involved in this. Yeah, chandeliers got something going on, haven't they? Wow. Wow. Look how weathered this is, how old it is. Tell me if I miss anything, guys. I am hurrying through. This is all lower level, street level. Arches going through. Lower than street level. Everything's dust inside. Everything's massive. And this was inside before the insurrection. And it's full on Phoenician. This is just the staircase. Yeah. And they got sigils. Let's have a look. Solomon sigils in the wrought iron. As the energies pass through them, they're tainted. So she's got the same as Statue of Liberty, because she is. Just hanging out. Which seems to be really important for some reason. So they've got the Phoenician whales standing on a orb. Okay, that is one. And all the Chatabanowskis are underneath. Wonder if they the first they put here, and everything sprung from Chatabanowskis. Made in God's image, etc. They say. These, I don't think these are wings. I think these are fins. I think they're aquatic. And they tell us, oh, you came from lungfish, blah blah blah. You came from the sea, evolved, you know. Sprouted years, turned into a space monkey, etc. But like, there might be clues, elements of truth. But I think people are delivered from other lands. I think this place is infinitely bigger than we think. Flat. Space is not a thing at all. That's just silly. Look at the person who invented it. It's the Phoenicians, it's the bloody Jesuits again. All of it. Big Bang. Work on that. Your spiral staircase, absolutely beautiful, and the highest standard of quality. So that's that one. Okay, we're moving on. I'm going to go through as quick as I can. I'm going to pass you that. That's the Hotel de Ville. No, this is new subject, but not, because this is the museums of Paris and what kind of weird shit they were looking into. Check this out, guys. Check this out. So, not that one. There. So they got strange beasties and the stereoscopic images. I haven't got a stereoscope, fortunately. I would love to have one though, because it brings into three-dimensional. What are we looking at? Okay, the old simian. Is this a monkey? A monkey's got heads like that. Maybe. Is that a humanoid? Well, that one. If that's a humanoid, what's that one, guys? Is that chimp? Are they all monkeys? Or apes? Or some strange kind of humanoid? Hey? Cool, isn't it? Let's have a look what else they got. So that's in Paris, in that chateau we seen. So, elongated heads seem to be a thing on the realm. We see them often enough. So, ram skull, horns, a ram goat, and we got more ram goats. What are these? Horse? Of course. It's crazy how horses look so healthy and just munching grass, isn't it? Cows. And dry grass and that as well. So I'm guessing this is a croc. Yeah, they're so highly evolved. Yeah. So, skeletons of creatures in a museum. Geographic exposition. So I'm only guessing these are fossilized animal remains set in mud. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fingers. It's like they're all just. Ugh. It's really spooky. You don't know what's going on, obviously. Hands. Like loads of little hands. No? Yeah? Yeah, you do. Hands. And more hands. Or they could be some aquatic creature set in mud. I do not know. I'm guessing that's an anteater or an aardvark. 1872. Paris M. Well, I'm guessing that's when this place was established or founded, because it can't be the photograph's age, can it? Because obviously, you know, they're not invented for another 50 years apparently, so. No, 1870. I see. Okay, the company was established then. We've established that. Good, 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 good. Let's get facts right. Don't know, guys. Just don't know. Anyway, I'm looking. I don't know if you're bored of looking at skulls, but I am. I'm bored of looking at. Oh, I don't know though. Okay, what are these? Gorilla. Gorilla. Okay. So they are animals. I thought it might have been just some freaky humanoids. I was hoping it'd be freaky humanoids. Like that. Answers on a postcard. To Flat Earth British PO Box, FEB. And I'll get back to it probably never, because I haven't got a PO box. So just comment instead. Makes more sense. Bored of them. We're moving on. Right, Lee passed me like literally an epic map. Oh, it's so brilliant. I love it. Right. What's good about it is it's a map like basically early, and it's got High Brazil on it, which we love. I think it was a thing, which is an island in the Atlantic off the coast of West Island, which will show you loads of anomalous things, Phoenician names in America, etc. And we'll start on the bottom. Actually, we'll start at probably a date. I'm guessing that's a 3, 6Z. Yeah? 1367? Is that possible? Because I don't think we cartography evolved at that early stage to such a level. Let's have a look for another date. 1497 would be better. Okay. Whew. I was getting worried there. So let's have a little look. So full on Phoenician, Victoria. Victorious over who? Fleur-de-Lis. Well, these two characters. Two phoenixes. Right. Let's start on the bottom, guys, because it is a bloody brilliant map. Okay, you got a bit of sea disaster going on. Obviously the mermaids, but this supposed Antarctica place is not icy. Like Africa ain't sandy. It's green and lush. It's populated. Seems to be all Spanish names. Terra de Magellan, the land of Magellans. And then you get up into Tierra del Fuego, land of fire. And in Patagonia, where the Welsh are, and you get giants. In Patagonia, which you get that, don't you? So what's happening in the Pacific? We'll have a look. Oh, they got this locking code as well, and the ever-present flying monkey things. Well, they're not flying. The whales, strange ass whales. Right, let's work our way up Chile. The Amazon's there. A huge lake in Amazon as well. Again. So what are the locals doing? Oh, I hope that's not strange meat. Oh, it's fucking strange meat. So they're having a cannibalistic thing going on. Arms, legs, hanging them on trees to dry out. So jerky, basically, human jerky. So they're telling you that the whole of South America is a carnage, but no, because you got these amazing cities. Look, bam. Trixilo. Anyway, Cartagena has got massive star fort at this period. I've got a brilliant depiction of Carthaginian star fort. Cartagena star fort. I think it's Colombia. Right, let's have a look at the Yucatan. It's still the Yucatan. And have we got any? No, we haven't got any. We haven't got any Panama Canal. But I have on an earlier, of course, the depictions. So we got massive lake with, I guess that's Mexico City. Look at that volcano, huge volcano. Okay. So you can't see over to California. So America has got no names I really recognise. No Boston. Keys are there. Cuba's freaking massive. Is it that close to the Yucatan? I don't think so. Here they go. Cuba looks weird. Florida Keys is a really weird shape. It looks nothing like it does now. Let's work our way up. The east coast of America's. Look at this. Roman. It's all Spanish. Mappage. Mocoso. So it's a bit like Moscow, isn't it? Montana. So no New York. It's all Spanish names. Can't spot any Breton. Okay, so we're going up to the land of Bacchus. Bacalaos. Terra de Bacalaos. Up in New England. Oh, Labrador way, excuse me. Labrador, no St. John's, no. Baccalosus. So all of this associated to Bacchus. This we just call it Satansville. Wow. Terra de Florida. Okay, let's cross the Atlantic like they did. There's Bermuda. Okay. And what you find is Britain is weird. So, Osol, so you got Sol there, Osola di Islanda. Osola di Islanda. So, it's got the Sol thing going up. Yeah, what about in Scotland? Tia, or Scot Tia. It's a bit like Tartaria, and they got tartan, haven't they? Okay, now Wales in this is really weird. They got Inglaterra, so Inglaterra. Oh. No, didn't know that. And what we got from Wales is Romali, Muraferuda. So what is that? I don't know. But they got Walia, which is Wales in old, you know, these old texts. And it's down here in Cornwall. Portsmouth's there, Hampton. So Southampton and Portsmouth. And Nantes is still there, which is Cardiff's twin city. And Bangor. Love a bit of fucking Spanger, mate. Yeah. And Morocco. So, something I was watching James Brockhurst's vlogs last night. It was really cool. And he was saying about Aurea is a song. So what about Aria is a song. So what about Tartaria? Or anything with aria in it. It's akin to a song, vibration. So these are the Canaries, okay, but no, these are Canaries, sorry, they are, okay, Cape Verde, and when you get out past Island here, okay, there is Hello da Brazil. I think that's Madeira, that's Madeira, but that is not there anymore. Apparently it's occupied by bunny rabbits and a mystic who's got a long beard and he sits there all day, keeping everything ticking over, whatever he does. So yeah, as you can see, it's Phoenicians, expansionism. So you're gonna have one of them mid-Atlantic. So 1,000 clues, all Phoenician coded. Thank you very much, Lee Flat Earth British. And it's got High Brazil and populated Antarctica, and I suppose loads more of cluage. We've got some more maps coming up. This is Middle Ages Strangeness. Let's take a look. Apocalypsis in Deutsch. Let's have a look. It's full of joints. Happy New whatever. 2020 is going to be literally epic, guys. We got like a lot going on. I can't give you too many details just yet because things ain't like finalized, but I'm like booked in a lot next year. It's not even January yet until a few hours time, and there is a lot going to be happening. So, oh wow, cool. First image is a human strange meat cafe. I love this colour going on. So is she preggers? And what's with the happy hats? Or are they breathing apparatus? Is all of this like to protect you from gas? I think we've overlooked gas. I've been thinking about it, and it's really in that narrative. And what the hell is H.G. Wells knowing about all what's going to happen in the late 1800s anyway is annoying to me. With Time Machine, and especially that film, What May Come. How do you fucking know? They had airplanes, air bombardments, all of it. They even had a particle cannon which drilled holes into the ground, into the earth, where they set up a civilization underground. You've never seen, if you haven't seen the film, watch it. It's amazing. So, what goes on in the church? Somebody's actually in the font. I'm gonna bite your fucking ear off. Is that somebody biting ears, or is that something more romantically inclined? It's difficult to say. What's this? Why do people go lamenting and go to somebody else? It's fucking beyond me. Think for yourself. That's what we do here on Fire British. Everybody just thinks of themselves and contributes. Wow. The colour of this for the earliest. Oh, look at this. It's trees floating on top of the trees, eh? Not on a grassy bank, alright. Some tech. Is there strange candle holders where you put giant candles on? Maybe. So he's not a giant then, is he, guys? Yeah? Yeah, he's a giant. He's freaking massive. And he's giant sized. And he's biting a sword. and he's like blood red eyes, and he's got blood on his hair, and he's got a holy thingy going on with the aura. So, and I don't think they're wings. I think they're fins. Wow, that's really weird. So he's a massive giant with a sword. I don't know what that book is. It's the Book of Blob. Don't know, guys. It's just too strange. Mind-blowing. So I'm guessing this is all biblical because they look like biblical dudes. Yeah, it's the Bible. So it's two gingers. This guy's got Pam Hayes hairdo. Okay. Or he's got what we call in Britain, British thing. He's got a basin banny, is what he got, right? Somebody's stuck a basin on his head, cut around the edges. See, show back and sides when I was in school, you would have had your head kicked in. He's like, whoa, fucking hell. Tokyo. So he's happy. That's the happiest thing I've seen all day. Oh. Wow. Are they strainers or colanders? Because they are fucking tech heads. Look at them, tech heads. Wow. What's he doing? What's with his feet? We better have a look at you. Oh, it's you again.
I brought a flower this time. Read my book. That'll help the thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel good about it. Oh, I love that bonnet. Yeah.
Oh, my Mrs. Jones, she got a better fucking hat again.
See what I mean? Keeping up with the Joneses has always happened. Downfall of humanity. End up like that. I wonder what death is. It's a curious number. I've experienced a lot of that in the last couple of years. We've lost a lot of brothers as well, two I know of. I was watching actually a vlog last night, so I googled my name. Duh. And it's me freaking the fuck out, actually. Do that from time to time. Annoying people, that is. Abusers. I'm not big on narcissists or abusers, and sometimes just gotta let them fucking know about it, guys. You know, speak my mind. And Des was on there. Sheeps his Neeps. Felt really sad. And Chris Rock as well. It's also passed away. He's another flat earth brother. So there's been some sad things. A few people have left, but a lot of people have joined. This is the way of nature. This is the way of things. Okay. But it is a very exciting time to come. Okay. Remember, we are the creators of this reality. Remember, set your intent. Don't ever doubt. It will come into fruition. It takes a little while to get there. But the way this place, consciousness works, it will happen. But you cannot take the piss. And it has to be real. And you can't lie. And you've got to be true to yourself. And fight the parasitical mindset. And tell them to go get fucked. Because they ain't good. And they don't like us. So I'm guessing this is underwater. Is this blue meanies? And why are they blue? And they play music. And they're blood crowns. They're all dripping in blood.
Let me hold my mirror up.
That one's not got any bloody eyes, but he has got a scepter. So,
here, let me help you.
So this is some sort of ascension process. It's blood dripping out and everything's flooding down below. So I think that's get out. Ascend before.
Dietsche.
Oh, this is a... Why do things go really weird on Flat Earth British vlogs? I've never seen anything like this. And it's 500 fucking year old. So you got the ones in red. Close that book, son. Close that book. Close that book, mate. So yeah, that's freaky. He's got loads of eyes and loads of horns. Don't know what that is all about. It's like a mirror again. It's like looking into a mirror. Wouldn't you agree? Or two mirrors? Portals? are what they would call stargates, not the stars or anything there. Oh shit. Remember, it's called Apocalyptus, so I guess we're dealing with the book of Revelations, or Revelation, excuse me. So the sky, the luminaries. Bit of battlage going because it's like pissing down, trees are snapping.
You, give me that fucking crown back, you were rubbish.
Sort of thing going on. And it's getting bad. So there's a bit of smiting of humanity going on. Everyone else is hiding in the mud, hoping for the best. Oh, that could be the 4 horsemen of Apocalypse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 horsemen of Apocalypse. 4 angels. I think it's analogous to the 4 angels collapsing, bringing Armageddon. Could be, could be. Makes sense. That's just bread, there's nothing sinister. That's the bank. So the bank, the butchers, they're ripping off, okay. Oh, this is so Armageddon time, isn't it? Oh. Oh. He's having a really... Is he Welsh? He's having like this really close relationship with his sheep, or his ram goat. Yeah, ram goat. And
yeah, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it? As he puts his hand on his leg. I've always loved you. They've been manners. No, they're not. They're not floating. It'd be more fun if they were. So, what do you think of my Middle Ages depictions? Not freaky and fucking tall, are they? It's like blood coming from the skies and a load of avenging heavenly hosts.
What did I tell you?
What are you doing Masonic things for?
Give me that. Give me that. And skank him before it all goes.
People locked in a box. Some sort of dimensional trap.
Forever.
And a pretty apocalyptic scene going on with floodage.
I can't breathe, it's water.
And it's all blood pouring from the skies, guys. Pouring blood. It's nice, isn't it? It's friendly. Do you feel it? I know, it's him. It's not really though, is it? It's been sarky. It's very Monty Python though, don't you think? I do. I think it's really groovy. Oh, look at this Hydra. The Troll Hydra.
Ooh.
So this thing's eating people with boiling flamage. They're having a game of 1, 2, 3, 4's up on a lion, tiger, beast thing. They're worshipping a... Well, he's a giant, because he's as big as all of them, because he's holy and he's got his golden shit go down. And they got homunculi. He's got his own house. It's probably an oracle because they're highly intelligent, superior to everybody around them. That's why they're probably in charge. Maybe that's what we'll find. We're being ruled. Our controllers, not actually massive or anything, but just little freaky, you know, homunculi. Or maybe we're homunculi. But no, can't be. Stupidest reset in history, isn't it? I don't know, guys. I haven't really seen all the other resets in the past. I just got spooky suspicion after the way, you know, everyone's been conducting themselves and not really doing the compassion or love thing this lifetime, anytime soon, with the brother man and woman. See, even the words, I mean, be careful what you say. You can't even call anyone a lady. A lady's like a laddie, isn't it? Like a lad. So you got to be careful with all their phonetics. Everything's reversed. Everything is literally reversed. Like the mirror image. No, I don't think this is going to be bad. This looks quite a happy one. No, I laugh. I'm joking again. This is fucking terrible. So they're all in the sky. The religious dude in the sky with flames and a... He's holding something behind his head. Or in front. going on here?
Here, sire. Let me shield your head. Oh, God.
Fucking puking blood. And chucking you out, you little shit. Yeah, she don't like her teenage son. He's giving her a terrible dog's life. He's got you know, just fetching. You do nothing. Like all teenagers. Just fucking... Virtual hug. Text later. Okay. Nothing going on. They're blindfolded. Why is that?
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Why is this happening on my vlogs? I had no intention to discover any of this. So it's all about gold, ripping off. Yeah, got mine. Yeah. And it's Armageddon anyway, isn't it? So it's not gonna be happy. Well, it might be happy. I won't say that. So dragons with many heads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Many-headed dragons. Yeah, they look more wings. I'd say she was a winger, not a finner. And there's the homunculi had the same shield with the spike. That won't block shit. It's not even a shield for swordage.
Yeah, have him.
Okay. Swap babies. Bring them back later. Okay. How'd it go for you? Well, it's a bit boring. It's not as good as my kid.
Rainbows. Swap babies.
Anybody know Goldie Looking Chain? They're a band. They're from Wales. Oh, they're epic. You should watch them on YouTube. You will laugh. And laugh and laugh.
Is that a dog head?
Okay. He's giving him a Buddha spot. Or whatever they're called. I made that up. I don't know what they're called. A spot. So all this, I guess, is in the Bible, is it? Is this in the book of Revelations? Is it? What do you reckon they are, guys? They're like multi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-faced lions. Okay, moving on. Please share this out. Please share this out. Spider monkey things, or fly monkeys, or human fly monkeys. Pour some blood on these suckers. Whatever it does, it gets rid of architecture and covers it all in blood. And blood rivers, which I guess you see before. I'm licking all of the food. So famine. Famine. So they're sucking up the humans. He's got a bit of blood, so I guess he's got a bit of a punch, and he's giving dog, cat, thing, face, demon thing a load of nectar. Yeah, cop for our angel crown. What do they have? What are in these vials? Not wine. Well, it might be wine. Okay. Oh, I'm getting puffed out. This is like really groovy, but I've got to get on. What's all this? Oh, they're in the water, they're drowning. So it's a floodage. Okay. Let's start at the top, okay. So it's the usual theme. Angels pouring blood on our asses. Oh, it's pouring blood. Dragons with loads of heads. Loads of praying going on. People hiding. Whole civilization falling. A man poking his tongue out to... It's a bit childish, isn't it? Fucking Armageddon. Okay. Bit hard to decode. All I can say is everything is just the fuck. Just, you see what I mean? And he's got that locking thing as well. And in the mirror, this time, 2 swords. And a gash. So I guess that's Christ, because he got stabbed, didn't he, by a Roman who went blind. And you know, all that. swapping of tech. So bring your gold, bring your orb, and your tech. These are freaky as fuck. Oh, he's got the best. He's got the best orb. And that one's got that stick again. I don't think that one's very helpful. I bet she's the most annoying one of them all.
Let me help you. No, fuck off.
So, it's all in the Middle Ages, obviously. So if it's set in the Bible, they're in knights gear, aren't they? And knighty stuff. So, you know, they're saying like the Armageddon apocalypse in Germany happened, according to this book, in the early Middle Ages. Oh, around that time. It's got Satan in the, or devil, in the city. Everything's flooding. He's scooting off, and civilization's foot. What you reckon, guys? That's like gonna scream like a Stuka bomber, and what's that gonna do? Answers on a postcard, please. But civilization's falling and Satan's in, so it's a bit like no. Okay, I hope there's not hundreds of these images, because I don't want to get on. It's time. Okay, so one can only guess what's happening to their eyes, guys. Eyes, guys. Something to do with this. Oh, he's hustling him into this beast's mouth. These have got eyes on blood fire. Okay. So, I'm feeling any love with it. I'm feeling all like, ugh, like sinister-y. Shouldn't it be all happy? Oh, it is happy. His relationship's growing stronger with his... Oh no. Oh, actually, there might be the offspring of said relationship. Hasn't got any horns. You know, from the ram goat thing going on. Ram goat. So, they were pretty fucking epic. Hope you enjoyed. Please share this out. Next ones. Which I can't remember. Oh yeah. These are Euclidean geometrical books, and they have like sacred geometry from 1615. Euclidean geometry from 1615. Highly advanced. Okay. Three-dimensional stuff, but some of it is teetering on the extraordinary, as you will see. So, this sort of geometry going on in early 1600s. In a chemical sense as well, but what are they exactly thinking? Oct 10, just like the vortexes in the system, the electromagnetic system. You don't know what I'm talking about. Read the Holy Grail of our flat Earth, the epic new-ish, yeah, it is new, you know, weeks or so, flat Earth book. Okay, which I'm having really good, you know, reviews about. Actually, really chuffed. Does what it was intended to do, which was splatter minds and make you see things as they really are. So very interesting. I'll pass them to you. Some of them get really obscure, considering it's like 1600s. It's very futuristic. The locking code, the shell. I can't even say it. Ugh. So. Check them out. They go all like I could just see them like turning, but what would they do? Dodecahedron. So highly advanced geometric book, but what is their use? Is there a practical application outside of the knowledge of understanding these things? Look at the bases on them. And this, you know, 1619. It's like a really fucking advanced tech to me. Like they turn, and why would you do that? Perfect balance thing going on. I feel it's some sort of technology. we've got a cube within a cube, so that, you know, they're thinking Tesseract thoughts, Tesseract, fourth dimensional physics sort of teetering on, and this mechanism. It looks exactly like a mechanism, doesn't it? Okay. And these. There's no purpose for them, they're not aesthetic, so what is the reasoning? Again, 1619. Any of you seen the film The Cube? There's a thing that goes let loose. It's like razor blades on it. It looks exactly like that in the film The Cube, which is a really cool film. If you have seen it, it's a horror film. But what that? Would you say they were energy devices? Could this be magnetized? Because they got slices, you see. It could be negative, positive. You know, north, south, north, south, north, south. Could be something like that tech going on. Even with them. I don't think it's just showing us, you know, geometry. There's more to it, aren't there? Well, chemical knowledge and science, but wow. 1719. It's not what you think, is it? At all. So they made that one into a hanging basket. Maybe they're just for hanging baskets. Them ones are on wood. But them drill bits. Who knows? How about them? Drill bits? Well, they certainly look like drill bits, don't they? I'd say that they turned and they were like drill bits. 1619. What powers them? Do you think I'm way off? Or do you think they're just for just experimental visualization of these Euclidean geometry things? Is it? They look identical to drill bits, see? Don't they? So maybe I'm wrong. It could be anything. Tech, it looks like to me. Yeah? Very futuristic tech. For its period, it's mind-blowing, I would say. Okay. That's just an added extra. We're going to move on now, guys, because it looks fun. And this is the 1920s, 17 rare photos. We're going to have a look at the roaring 20s, okay, when basically it was the jazz era and everything was very back aside. But they had beautiful clothes, and the society seems really, really nice considering they're supposed to have, like, you know, the supposed recession, etc. So I watch his old Buster Keaton movies. Really dig Buster Keaton stuff. So they got beautiful fur coats on. Not very popular in this day and age. They're looking fine, ladies. Ladies, I did it again. So you got to be. They're not laddies, are they? So what am I going to say? Babes, honeys. I don't know. It's difficult. So when you're in the Tour de France in 1920. To keep your lungs open and to get you round so you can win that blue, yellow jersey, you've got to have a fucking fag all the way around. Just talk it out, mate. You're never going to make it. Maybe it's a spliff. But yeah, they had a fag. A bit like the football players in the 1970s when they had 3 pints and 20 fags in half time and come back up, punch shit one another. She's nice. And she's got a motor car. So it's 1928. What we got here? Dun, dun. Outside Washington. They don't look like they got much rhythm. Who knows though? What's this? Photograph was played on the roof of Marku Studio 5th. Oh, whatever. St. Patrick's Cathedral. Oh, right. Doing a selfie. Can we see said selfie? William Stanley Moore, who looks suspiciously like James Bond's father. Look shots. Ooh. Wing. That's Evelyn Brent, 1924 silent movie star. They're not like that anymore. They're all superficial in fucking just bullshit. Dead animal products. What's this? Like Christmas, isn't it? It's all fucking plastic crap made by child slaves. Everybody knows it. It's alright. Let's keep it going. It's working for us. Look, he's got the face. It's working for us. Exactly. I'm more thoughtful. I'm basing myself on the look of Trotsky. What about him? I got my gimp. We love one another. Bulgarian photo bomber. Huh? Oh, he's a photo bomber. Ooh. Oh, we love cats, don't we? We love these cats. They're really fluffy cats. Why would you get your cat so fluffy? Stay away from all that. Washington Cat Show. See, I couldn't dig these. You know, Hitler had a pair like this, didn't he? They really looks fucking dopey, doesn't it? You know, with the socks and the backy pair. Do you think that'll catch on? See, I don't know, I think it looks daft. It's almost as bad as wearing your trousers hanging off your fucking ass. You know, the I'm a prison ready look fucking thing going on. Waltzers, they had them in the old days, did they? I puke up every single time I go on a waltzer.
That mate, we're going 20 miles an hour. Will we suffocate?
So this lady, oh, I did it again. Bessie Coleman, 22. This honey, she's in a plane. Stand on a wheel. No, I like this one. So, Annie Oakley, she died in 1928, didn't she? She married young to another guy who was a sharpshooter, but most famous gun slinger in the West, side of like Calamity Jane, a few others. But yeah, that was her before she died, was it? Annie Oakley, you knew. Yeah. Nah, nothing. Anyway, we got more stuff. Just going to rip through this quickly. If you're into events and stuff, I thought because there was like some sort of get rid of that glow. I stick a little bit in my mouth. Events around 1812, but coming up to 1812, I noticed this. The place was just shit. I mean, there was all sorts of weird phenomena going on in between 1801 and 1810, so just prior, 1 year before the New Madrid events and all of this stuff unfolded. So what they got? So first of all, in January in Italy, an asteroid shows. Okay, it's bigger. It's a big one. 1901 in Ireland, a tremendous gale. Okay, well you get them in Ireland. 1901. In Rustat, sulfur fall during violent hailstorm. So they had sulfur falling from the sky. In County Cork, they saw a mirage of an entire city seen several hours Ugal. So a mirage of an entire city in the sky. No, they were just, oh yeah, if it wasn't geographically there, what were they seeing? This thing they saw in China and Hastings, this holographic city maybe. 1801, anomalous phenomena is in Hull. It was a nocturnal luminous body, like an immense moon, divided into several smaller globes. In July, in Sweden, there was an earthquake. A violent shook overthrew houses and mountains, and mountains covered with dead fish falling from above the dome where there's water. Or not falling, coming upwards towards us. Anomalous phenomena in Workington, a brilliant nocturnal cluster of stars emitting fresh lightning flashes. Sounds like UFOs, doesn't it? In the Bahamas, there was a hurricane, most dreadful hurricane in Nassau. 120 vessels got stranded. So in France, there was a hailstorm, pigeon egg-sized hail, caused crop destruction. In Scotland, there was an earthquake. The whole of Scotland was shaken. In Europe, there was gales and floods, a storm over every part of Europe. Floods in St. Petersburg, Milan, and Galaga, and Dalmatia. Okay, so there was plain-wide floods, guys. Prior to 1812, 1811. In Holland, there was gales and a storm surge. Okay, the storm, 21st and 27th, Amsterdam and Haarlem flooded. So in Turkey, there was an earthquake, several violent shocks in Trieste, seas rose in masses. Storms and wind and rain most dreadful that can be remembered in Manchester. And then you get to March. France, there was a huge flood in Els, and in Germany there was an asteroid again discovered of the second largest asteroid. So asteroids in comets is what I say. Floods in Spain. Okay, broke a dam, killed 600. Hungary, icefall. Blocks of ice 1 meter long, 1 meter wide, and 60 centimeters thick fell during the sky, from the sky during a storm. So a meter block of ice. Kid you stung dead, take a building out. Thunder and hailstorm, trees and crops and houses in Switzerland taken out. England, a gale. London, Colchester. Gagarin's balloon flew 51 miles and 45 minutes from London to Colchester. Sorry, a gale. Was he going eastwardly direction or westerly? Easterly. No, to Colchester. Yeah, easterly. 1902. So it goes on. I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see this was like really. Imagine all this stuff happening in nowadays. Just in a few years. So violent shocks. Obviously agitated. General devastation in South Africa, in Gibraltar. There was a thunderstorm, 4 ships, squadron damaged, lightning. Europe, it was an earthquake in Constantinople, Transylvania, Moldova, Wallachia, Bucharest, and felt in Warsaw, Kronstadt, and Moscow. So earthquake for the whole of Europe prior to all these events in 1802. More earthquakes. And felt 50 miles out at sea, and villages swallowed up. So I think it started earlier, didn't it, this reset, because it just goes on, and they really, each one is like really crazy. Like 3,000 stones fell after detonating fireball. See here in France, meteorites detonating. That sounds like artillery or some weapon. Ball lightning. Fireball in thunderstorm struck and damaged an inn, sometimes described as a meteorite. And then here again, a 1.6 kilo stone fell and broke Barnes shaft as meteorite, a stone they say. Okay, so more gales, a volcano eruption, formed 3 islands in circumference in Iceland. So this is just crazy as stuff, and it goes on. Look. All of it is like meteorites and apocalyptic events. Look, Orkney, comets, 2 comets visible. 2 comets visible, 1907. And then in 1807 and 1811, then we got these comets and everything goes to shit. Meteorites again. Anomalous phenomena, millions of spherical bodies crossing the sea for 2 hours. An earthquake and red cloud on the same day, and on the river Police in Italy. Millions of spherical bodies. Are they talking about orbs? And you're just coming up. Let's get it further up to 1811. Look, ball lightning again. It's just the same sort of stuff. Cloudbursts, meteorites. And then you get up to 1 year before New Madrid. So more shocks. More anomalous skyfalls. Falls of red snow. And a shower of live insects of 5 well-known species. Red rain again, and that fucking weird after what I just showed you in them books, and I haven't arranged it to go that way. That's just happened. So Trieste, another earthquake. Right, United States, tornado. South of France, tornadoes. Right, hailstorms again. France, Bengal. Ball lightning destroys. Vast fiery cloud destroys 5 villages in Shabahad. What? Island, meteorite, earthquake in Azores. Globe of fire. A tornado with a globe of fire. Violent tornado stroke that targets tornadoes. So yeah, leading up to the events, if you don't know about New Madrid, I'm sure you can find out about it on all these channels. I have posted about it. It's all on my old channel. I will update you. But yeah, it was like apocalyptic event, and this comet was seen at the same time as Napoleon. It's traipsing across Europe. So how do they do some of this damage is what I think is advanced ballooning, okay, like incendiary. So apparently, according to this, okay, this carries 3,000 people, okay. According to that, it carries horses, okay, and you could have many of these, and you could invade a country quite easily, and drop incendiaries. 3,000 men, costs 300,000 francs. It's not the only example, I've got hundreds. You can find them on my website, which I'll show you in a minute anyway. Here's another one, quite popular. And it's incendiaries. Well, they're dropping them from balloons, taking out entire fleets, but they leave it out the official narrative. You never hear about, you know, incendiary attacks from balloons. So they could do it, or they could have even more from a balloon. But I think they were in the air, and they've been lying all along. These are going to have to share with you. I'm just going to show you one or two, because they are pretty shit hot, and they're in Vienna. And it's all Phoenician architecture, and the best quality photographs imaginable. But I'm running out of time. It's nearly 7:45 UK time. It's New Year's Eve. Let me just show you an example of what you're going to get. And I'll leave them to you in comments, in the descriptions box. Okay? That's alright. Because I need to get on. Got my son over, and as you can see, it's full on Phoenician. We've seen them before, haven't we? Them Phoenician sphinxes. But they are absolutely a joy, all of these. Full of architecture and statues. And you get a flavour for it. Just the best stuff. I would love to take my time. Maybe I will next time. We'll look through together. How beautiful this place is. And it's Phoenician Aquatech. I can't see any telegraph poles, and I can't see any wires for that. Mozart. Look at it. Wow. You're not penciled in, you're there. We've seen this before. They're going into their ark, which is a pyramid. No Phoenicians. Right, we're moving on. Now, this I'm just going to pass you. It's a book from I can't even remember. I796, and it's basically trying to deal with the chronology of this place. Okay, guys, and it's an alternative. It's prophecies and times, and I'm trying to decode. It's an interesting year, 1815. How long we've been here. And it's nothing to do with the official narrative whatsoever at all, or the records they give us, but they do go with like Adam, okay, was born years old as well, and it goes up, you know, these years old to 500 Noah, okay, actually years 950 he lived, and they live incredible time scales. I'm not going to read it for you because I'm going to get on, as I said, but it's a juicy book for you to enjoy. And they talk about resets. It's the Tower of Babel and prophecy, biblical prophecy, which I think some people in this realm, if I'm calling that, are indeed trying to fulfill for some weird ass reason. So, some images of the day. Now, just going to flick through some mappage. I don't want to spend much time on them, but they are rather juicy. And star 40. Okay. And you got. Ooh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look if I can recognize anything of an American. Not really. So the East Coast, and can't really recognize anything on there. All New France up there, New Belgium. Okay, American, and just California side. All looks pretty cracked there, and a river end on the back. The peninsula looks maybe thinner. Who knows? Okay, and that is, I suspect, Korea and Korean Peninsula. And this is about Britannic expansion and how much of the world Britain owned and its chains on humanity. So it's the Phoenicians. So it's all of this, the colonies, India, Tibet, all of this in Africa. Canada. Got Florida on there, part of Mexico, I guess that's Belize and stuff. And all from this little tiny island that controls all of that through chain slavedom. It's crazy stuff. So, Europe with its buildings. Pretty map, but can't mag in. Okay, let's move on. New Holland, Australia, which you got maps of with an inland sea, etc. I'm guessing that's Malta with its star fort. It is. Love to see that someday. And England's stately homes of London. So that's all that is of London, apparently. And they got all these massive stately homes. First thing you're going to build. Right, what we got here? YMCA. They're doing no, it's not. They're doing the X code. He's got a swing. One can only guess, guys. It's just too weird. Malta and its star fort system, and some Phoenician with Romans, and
We'll offer you loads of things. Here, sire, let me carry your head wear.
no, it's true in my hairdo. You got a hair, nice hairdo. It's been for a rinse. Okay, so that's London again, Londinium. Not much happening. So they say. Okay. Now, yesterday, I was walking down the road, me and my son, and some crazy person assaulted us. I had to go and get the feds, because basically, I'm not having any of it, and I didn't want to engage psychopathic, narcissistic weirdos who were just totally retarded and won't listen to reason. So there you are. Happy New Year. I had this off my friend Marshall. A Piz New Year. So happy hairy Christmas, dude. And a Piz New Year. Hairy Christmas. Ah, nice jumper. It looks like mohair. And somebody bought my book. So thank you very much for sending that in. Loads of people have sent my book in. Right, hang on a minute. Stop. So yesterday, I can't show you much of it, but basically I had to call the feds. We're walking down the road and this woman screams hysterical across the road saying, you just looked at my car, you must have stolen all my stuff from my car last night. So this crazy guy runs across and I'm like, guy, he's in my face. I'm like, you got it all wrong, you couldn't be more wrong. Actually, you know, I should have thought that. And he looked me up and down with disgust and said, yeah, sure you are. Anyway, I said, mate, you're too fucking retarded to talk to. I'm moving on. So I moved on with my son, and they followed us, 2 cars of them, and they were fucking nuts. So basically, I'm not going to go engage. If he was like going to assault, you know, I do fight back. But I thought it was wise with all the shit that's going down in my life at the moment, which is 29 types of fucking shit happening, but there's brilliant stuff as well. I got to deal with the 29 types of shit. This crazy fucker, this is somebody who's probably coming down on coke, pissed all the piss on the Christmas, everything else, totally fucking nuts, will not listen to reason. Me and my son was guilty. I've never been fucking dishonest in my life. I've worked hard all my life, so we don't even look like thieves or anything. It's just insanity. In fact, we look like nobody in my area. They're all hoodies and stuff, dealers and shit. But it's like, I gotta get the fuck out of this area, is what I thought, because this is not a safe place to be. I don't feel safe here. If just random strangers would pull up and fucking accuse you of anything and come at you. It's just fucking nuts. So then he comes over and he pushes my son, so it's common assault. So I called the police and I thought, oh, well, I can fucking have him. Fuck him. You know, what fucking total twats. And then I thought, no, what I'll do is I'll just fucking get him to, like, basically apologise and suck up. And when the police went there, they were all, like, fucking turned all that off, the craziness, and tried to pretend we let our kids running around. The kid was in the car, they were fucking psycho. I'm not going to engage people like that. They're just not even worth a light. And they're just crazy, and that's what Christmas does. It just turns people into fucking nutters. Just accuse any random stranger walking by of a crime, and then fucking keep on pursuing them and ignoring anything they got to say. It's fucking nuts level. So that's what I deal with where I live. Just nuts. This is my favourite shop. It's a local clock shop, and he deals in antique clocks and the mechanisms. That's astounding. It's only up the road. Look at this one. They're beautiful and old. This one's like, I don't know, 1800s, but there's one in there that's like 1700s. This one, at least 1700s. So you got some beautiful pieces in there. I mean, it's clocks. Look at that artwork up there as well. So, just thought it was interesting. Look at this building. Okay, look. This is in Kiev. It's got acorns, what it looks like. And look at all of that on it. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this is... I guess I should go back a bit here to give you an idea. There's somebody sent me a picture from a magazine of this Phoenician setting, or, you know, Renaissance setting. Somebody being breastfed, not by its natural mother by the look of it. And she's got what looks like a nice bracelet on 1570s pictures, Francis Cook. And then you mag up on it, and it looks like, I suppose it could be an inlaid jewel, but it has a circle like a clock face, and a rather elaborate thing for a 500-euro painting. It does look like a wristwatch. Just does. Obviously it could be a bracelet, but even that in that sense is beautiful anyway. Looks like a little face on it, maybe onyx, who knows. Interesting nevertheless. Thank you for that. We like that. Could be. And they repeat these everywhere. India, France, Germany, Korea, Spain, Ireland. They left Wales out. I got one up the road. It's one of the biggest in the country. It's called Tinkinswood Ancient Burial Site. Don't know. But wow. Don't know. It's buildings in a city that I cannot identify. Oh, Newcastle. This is all in Newcastle upon Tyne, which is another city that was burnt to the ground during all of these times that all of the cities were burnt to the ground. Wow, I'm getting there. My book. Now, I got a link. I'm going to link it to you. People keep asking in my comments, how can I get the book? I'll link it in the descriptions down here, okay? You can basically order it. It's supposed to be some sort of problems with Australia. I don't know what's going on. There's one guy, Kevin, who's lost his shit completely and has been rude to everyone and doesn't know how to be just patient, you know, accusing us of, like, I haven't had my fucking book, you know, and you must be just dishonest and having a laugh. No, man, we're just trying to do everything we fucking can to get this, and it's hard, okay? Please be patient, be a good person, see how things pan out then, yeah? So you're just busting balls and shouting at fucking people, trying their best. What are you doing? Well, no, you do fuck all sat your ass. Anyway, mind-blowing mud flood shop on YouTube. I got a shop, okay, which basically has flat Earth British products. And I'm back with my other channels on here soon. We got a photo dump. That's great flat Earth British photo dump. And there I am, author, speaker, and educational alternative history, flat Earth spiritual, political, educational. Okay. Matt Nika is leading light who puts his neck on the line for truth. Okay, and there's Facebook. You can join my Facebook. It's rather busy. I don't do too much with Twitter, but I am on there and use all our topics. Okay, and the resource is brilliant. It's my son's website. I always shout, who's into metallurgy, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Gold. Okay, and you get books and libraries here, guys. Okay, so you want to find out about what happened in 1812? There's no better source than that. The series of events is mind-blowing in that book, okay? In fact, they're all brilliant books. This is firmly placing the Phoenicians in Britain, not the Romans, under the guise of the Romans. Book of the Damned is mind-blowing. In fact, all of these are a real treat. Alternative chronologies from Isaac Newton. And we've got some flat earth novels, books, Natural Magic, which is brilliant. I love that book. And all the Gallicas, and all of the sources, mappage, if you will, and miscellaneous stuff, okay? And I link channels as well, link FEB's Incognito, Flatwater, Black Sheep Research, Dave Ebony, all of these peeps. You can click and you'll get straight to their site. John Levy there, okay? My Bookgate Word, Mudge, Jaxie, Mike Stellarium, Rudy, the Great, Sarah, going on Flat Earth. There's a few that needs to be added on here as well, like Michael, my mate, and a few other people who's make a song. And don't forget, you want CBD products, don't forget my friend Gillian, who's just best CBD products, okay, helps with pain, and alternative therapies outside of pharmaceutical products, which are only designed to make you more ill and come back for more. Okay, that's what it's all about. That's me for today, Flat Earth British. On the Flat Earth British scene, showing his face for the very last time in 2019. But what a year that was. Okay, round of applause to the great Flat Earth British think tank for unselfish experience, which shows humanity what is in fact possible. Okay, when people get together for one common cause, and in this case, to find out the truth of what is going on in this realm. There's more outside, and we are spiritually more. Next year's gonna rock. Okay, make sure to subscribe. Spread the word about Flat Earth British, right? Because it's just the best experience ever, guys. Okay, everyone, all these channels, we're just having the best time. Okay, get involved. Okay, spread the word. Peace and love, and I'll see you very, very soon. I'll be in chat with you all now. mattyleague7gmail.com for information, and I will drop all them links in the descriptions box right now for you. See you in 2020 with clear vision.